Hi, I'm Todd Glider, one of the founders of FOSH, and this is the story of how the whole thing got started. Back in the summer of 2024, in Philadelphia, USA, my band, The Strain, was opening for Flock of Indifference. This was happening at the Tin Can Bar in the city's Port Richmond neighborhood. Us getting on the bill, that was because we practiced the same rehearsal space as Flock of Indifference. Even so, I'd never heard them before they followed us on stage. Our set was solid, but these guys blew me away. Not only were they weird and original, they were super tight. I couldn't believe we just opened up for a band this good. It was very exciting, but I was also shocked. Nobody had come to see them. The audience was ridiculously thin. Only friends and spouses. I didn't get it. It was Thursday night, practically the weekend. It wasn't like there was a cover charge. And it wasn't like the people of Port Richmond had limitless entertainment options. I remember looking out a window toward the end of the set. There were apartment buildings and row homes everywhere. House lights were on and TV screens were going. Why didn't any of them know what was happening here tonight? A few additional asses in the seats, that would have made a huge difference for everyone involved. There was the venue, keen to serve more food and drink. There were the acts, eager to grow their fan base. And then there were the attendees, the reason we were all here today, who would have dug the thrill that comes with a packed house. The whole experience left a real impression on me, and when the Strain fell apart a couple days later, I suddenly had a little extra time on my hands. Not that our breakup had anything to do with the show, but I was still puzzling over turnout, and wondering what was being done and could be done about it. Like most bars, Tin Can Bar promoted it in the usual way. The event went up on their website. The bands, ours included, blasted it out on our respective social pages. And it had made it to a few calendar sites independently maintained by local music fans. I saw two problems that won't be news to anybody. First, we're not in the 20th century and haven't been for a while. The days of definitive sources are gone. There isn't that one local rag floating around every bar and coffee shop with every upcoming show for the week. Second, the concert goer must be proactive. Even with Discovery resources just a tap away, you're not going to discover anything without taking initiative. Meaning, even if I had the bar bookmarked, I would have had to have visited the bar website at some point between the show announcement going live and the show being live. That second problem was a big one for me. Unlike some other FOSH founders, I'm a passive concert goer. I do attend shows, but if I'm in the audience, it's rarely because I discovered the event. It's because a friend did. As a result, I'm generally oblivious. Lucky to hear about anything, even when it's across the street. And the second problem is a bigger problem because I'm not an outlier. Most people aren't rigorously studying websites for live events every day or even every week. And even those that are, know they're not getting the full picture. Armed with this information, I started talking to fellow artists, event bookers, and concert goers for insights and advice. Some of them ended up founders too. And that's our origin story. That's how FOSH was born. Venues, acts, and audiences have a natural symbiosis. It's a mutually beneficial relationship. As your one-stop source for event discovery, FOSH does its part to leverage those relationships. And since it dispatches notifications based on your likes and location, you don't have to stop at all.